Orang Eropa kaget Indonesia ajarkan.
Sukarno was built this mosque just closer to the cathedral because we want to show that between Islam, Christian, and the other religion, we are always living togetherness. We are never conflict. We have no gap, and we are always open each other.
Cathedrals in Indonesia, but it is also special because, and right across the street is the biggest mosque of Southeast Asia. And so I think that is a beautiful symbol of the coexistence of the religions in Indonesia.
In Indonesia i cristiani sono circa il 10% e i cattolici il 3%, minoranza. Ma quella che ho incontrato è una chiesa vivace, dinamica, capace di vivere e trasmettere il Vangelo in quel paese che ha una cultura molto nobile, portata ad armonizzare le diversità e nello stesso tempo conta la più numerosa presenza di musulmani al mondo.
Most tolerant among Muslim countries, even compared with European countries.
Not in Christian majority country, but this is in Indonesia, the biggest Muslim population in the world.
Oh, ini
Eropa
sempena apa,
mungkin
guys?
dikenal sebagai
Assalamualaikum dan salam persaudaraan. Oke guys, Eropa kaget. Negara Muslim terbesar malah hidup damai dengan umat lain. Cuma Indonesia yang bisa. Yuk kita simak dulu video ini.
sebagai benua yang beragam. Tapi ternyata, banyak warga Eropa justru heran melihat satu hal sederhana, namun luar biasa. Indonesia, sebuah negara dengan mayoritas penduduk Muslim, tapi bisa hidup berdampingan dengan penuh damai. Bukan sekadar rukun, tapi benar-benar saling menghargai satu sama lain. Di saat dunia masih sibuk memperdebatkan perbedaan agama dan identitas, Indonesia justru tampil dengan wajah yang menenangkan, penuh warna tapi tetap satu. Bagi banyak orang luar, ini bukan hal biasa. Mereka heran, kagum, bahkan bertanya-tanya, bagaimana mungkin negara dengan begitu banyak agama, bahasa, dan suku bisa seharmonis ini?
And one more thing, there is Jakarta Cathedral
Cathedral.
over there, the Catholic Church, and so close with this mosque because this is a symbol of harmony in religion. The government, our first president, Mr. Sukarno, was built this mosque just closer to the cathedral because we want to show that between Islam, Christian, and the other religion, we are always living togetherness. We are never conflict. We have no gap, and we are always open each other. As we know, in Indonesia there are 6 religions: Islam, Catholic, Protestant, Hindu, Buddha, and Confucius. And we are always live in peace. And this is the symbol of peace, each other, like this. Okay?
We've just witnessed a really significant moment here at the Istiqlal Mosque in Jakarta. Pope Francis and the Grand Imam of Indonesia signed an interfaith declaration. It's calling on religious believers to reject extremism.
Ini menyerukan umat beragama untuk menolak ekstremisme. Mungkin di Indonesia saja ada sampai sign memorandum kesepahaman agama ini ya, di antara paus dengan imam masjid di Indonesia ini. Wow, gila guys, ini toleransi yang sangat tinggi ya.
To work together on the great crises facing the globe today. Now, the Istiqlal Mosque is a really significant place for this declaration to have been signed because it represents the coexistence between Christians and Muslims that Pope Francis and the Grand Imam want to see. It was designed by a Christian architect and is connected by a tunnel known as the Tunnel of Friendship to the Catholic Cathedral opposite. Now, Francis and the Imam would like to see this message, this declaration, resonate out across the region and the world.
Wow,
and today we are in front of the Cathedral of Jakarta. And this place is special not only because it's one of the biggest cathedrals in Indonesia, but it is also special because, and right across the street is the biggest mosque of Southeast Asia. And so I think that is a beautiful symbol of the coexistence of the religions in Indonesia. Okay, so we're inside now. inside the complex, but not inside of the church. You see that the church
Gereja.
itself is quite big already. But
Tadi
just like with
di Masjid Istiqlal, ini di gereja.
belonging to the same complex. When you look around, you see a lot of stairs, a lot of chairs stacked up. Those are for the large events when the capacity inside of the building is not enough. Okay, so this was our little tour of the cathedral in Jakarta. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next episode soon.
In Indonesia i cristiani sono circa il 10%, i cattolici il 3%, minoranza. Ma quella che ho incontrato è una chiesa vivace, dinamica, capace di vivere e trasmettere il Vangelo in quel paese che ha una cultura molto nobile, portata ad armonizzare le diversità e nello stesso tempo conta la più numerosa presenza di musulmani al mondo. In quel contesto ho avuto conferma di come la compassione sia la strada sulla cui i cristiani, su questo della compassione non dimentichiamo le 3 caratteristiche del Signore, no? Dio è vicino, Dio è misericordioso e Dio è compassionevole. Se un cristiano non ha compassione non serve a niente. Fede, fraternità, compassione è stato il motto della visita in Indonesia. Queste parole sono come un ponte, come il sottopassaggio che collega la cattedrale di Jakarta alla più grande moschea dell'Asia.
And I would say, sometimes you say Indonesia is the most tolerant Muslim majority country in the world. I would say it's not only most tolerant among Muslim countries, even compared with European countries, compared with the United States. Indonesia has less religious ethnic tensions than today you observe in some European countries or in the US. So Indonesia is one great example of
contoh yang bagus dari sebuah inklusi toleransi.
Diversity. It's very diverse country. We know a great success in nation building because you have 500 languages. Bahasa Indonesia is managed to be spoken by everybody. You have many ethnic groups. So it's one of the greatest success in national unity. And Indonesians, I go back many years when I was following it, studying abroad. Indonesia had the highest percentage of people returning after studying.
What part of Indonesia did you go to?
So I was in Java.
Okay.
I was based in Java, but then I went to Maluku.
Okay.
Komodo and Bali.
You know, a lot of people, they don't know Indonesia is a Muslim country. They have no clue. You know that, right?
Oh my God, seriously?
Yeah, a lot of people, they don't know that.
Oh, because they only think of Bali, which is more like Hindu type.
Yeah, it's because they usually think that Muslims are only Arabs. They don't think that Muslims are Asians or like different things. They don't know that.
The first thing that I learned from Indonesia is, ini nata Arab. They will say, and I was like, I am not an Arab.
You see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. They always think that. I'd love to offer you some free gifts. This is the English Quran. I'd love to offer you a copy, my dear sister. It's a gift from me to you. Yeah, it's all 100% free. I'd love to offer you a prayer mat for the holy city of Mecca as well. Have you ever heard of the holy city of Mecca before?
Yes, of course.
Okay, beautiful.
This is the biggest and tallest statue of Jesus in the world. This is not in Europe, not in United States, not in Christian majority country, but this is in Indonesia.
Oh, di Indonesia.
The biggest Muslim population in the world.
Ada.
But my point is, it is not which religion dominate, because we have all religion in every corner of our country protecting us. Yes, we have one of the biggest mosques in the world's second biggest Hindu statue, yet we have Borobudur, one of the largest ancient Buddhist temple ever built. And now, Jesus standing at 61-meter heights in the middle of the lake in North Sumatra. Yes, it is taller than Brazil. They all are sharing the same skyline under one roof of diversity. Although Indonesia is struggling right now because of demand change, but the true spirit of Indonesia has always been stronger than division. This is the reminder we need today that faith can stand tall side by side. Our differences don't divide us. They make Indonesia stronger. We are defined by what we choose to build together. Because remember, we have more than 5 religions praying and working for our country. We are inseparable and unbeatable as one.
I love Indonesia. This is maybe my 3rd time to Indonesia, and I think as
Maria Khan, pemain timnas wanita Pakistan.
And our preparation to be able to, play 3 games in such a short amount of time and not worry about nutrition restrictions, it's really nice as a player. So yeah, our appetites and bellies are full.
You are from where? Indonesia. Indonesia. Yeah. Nice people. Yeah. Nice people. Indonesia. Indonesia.
Orang Indonesia di mata orang Jordania.
Seiko. Come on.
Tapi Indonesia ini ada di mana-mana kan guys? Di Arab, di Jordan, di Timur Tengah, di Korea, Jepang, China.
Indonesia bukan negara sempurna, tapi dari keberagaman inilah lahir keindahan yang langka di dunia. Sebuah negeri yang membuktikan bahwa perbedaan tak harus jadi alasan untuk berpecah, justru bisa jadi kekuatan untuk bersatu.
Oke guys, itulah Indonesia. Para bule datang dengan rasa heran, bahkan tidak percaya pada mulanya bagaimana mungkin negara dengan penduduk muslim terbesar di dunia lah kan, bisa hidup rukun, damai dan saling menghormati dengan umat agama lain. Tapi ketika mereka melihat Indonesia, baru mereka faham benar yang Indonesia ini penuh dengan toleransi yang sangat tinggi. Di Indonesia masjid berdiri berdampingan dengan gereja ya. Suara azan menggema berdampingan dengan denting lonceng gereja. Anak-anak dari keluarga berbeda keyakinan bisa bermain bersama tanpa rasa curiga, dan semua itu bukan hasil propaganda ya, tetapi cerminan nyata dari hati masyarakat Indonesia yang tulus dan saling menghargai di antara satu dengan yang lain. Dan orang Eropa, siapapun akhirnya terdiam ketika datang ke Indonesia karena mereka tahu di tanah mereka sendiri toleransi menjadi wacana kebingungan. Tapi di Indonesia toleransi itu sudah jadi budaya, dan di saat banyak bangsa sibuk mencari kedamaian, Indonesia telah membuktikan bahwa perbedaan bukan alasan untuk berpecah, tetapi alasan untuk saling memahami guys. Inilah wajah sejati Indonesia ya, negara muslim terbesar di dunia yang tidak menakutkan siapapun, tapi justru membuat dunia belajar arti kedamaian yang sesungguhnya. Dan Indonesia, engkau bukan hanya contoh bagi dunia Islam, tetapi inspirasi bagi seluruh umat manusia. Oke guys, mungkin itu saja. Mungkin kalian punya pandangan pendapat sendiri terkait dengan video ini tadi. Bagaimana para bule semua saling kaget, terkejut keadaan melihat apa yang ada di Indonesia. Sebelah masjid, sebelah gereja. Dan permeteraian di antara tadi paus dengan imam masjid itu sangat-sangat bersejarah untuk Indonesia. Karena disitulah masing-masing hidup dengan aman dan damai, toleransi yang cukup tinggi. Perbedaan itu diketepikan, tapi wujudnya persamaan, yaitu nilai-nilai kemanusiaan dan toleran yang begitu tinggi. Oke, sampai jumpa lagi guys di video yang akan datang. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.